What was the word for there in Greek?
Εκεί.
Εκεί. And that one, masculine, for example?
Εκείνος.
Ekinos. That road.
Εκείνο ο δρόμος. Ο δρόμο. Εκείνος ο δρόμος.
Yeah, when we think of nouns in their standard form, no, we can think of them as he, no? So ekinos or dromos. We have to take that road.
Πρέπει να πάρουμε εκείνον τον δρόμο.
Good. Πρέπει να πάρουμε εκείνον τον δρόμο. So, as you rightly did, we have ekinon behaving like ton, no, with the N. How would you say that new road? So for new, we could have neos, or maybe more common, you would hear kenurios. That new road, the new road.
Εκείνος ο καινούριος δρόμος.
Ekinos o neos dromos, ekinos o kenurios dromos. How would you say we have to take that new road? We have to take that new road.
Πρέπει να πάρουμε εκείνον τον καινούριον δρόμο.
Why did kenurion behave like the words for the? It was a bit automatic maybe, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so the adjectives and the nouns, they will behave in the same way. They will just drop their S when they're in him form. So I'll give that another try. We have to take that new road.
Πρέπει να πάρουμε εκείνον τον καινούριο δρόμο.
Very good. Πρέπει να πάρουμε εκείνον τον καινούριο δρόμο. How would you say we have to take those new roads? We have to take those new roads.
Πρέπει να πάρουμε εκείνους τους καινούριοι δρόμοι.
So the os nouns also change actually, no? When they are behaving like them. What change do we see in os nouns?
They become us.
Us. So actually, for different reasons here, we're going to have everything sounding the same, no? Ekinus is behaving like tus, that os nouns and adjectives also end us when they're behaving like them. So here everything is going to sound very similar. So let's do that again. We have to take those new roads. The new roads.
Πρέπει να πάρουμε εκείνους τους καινούριους δρόμους.
Good. Πρέπει να πάρουμε εκείνους τους καινούριους or νέους δρόμους. So ο δρόμος is the road and the street was?
Η όδος.
Η οδός, with the accent on the end, η οδός. How would you say this is Yorgos' street? This is the street of Yorgos.
Αυτή είναι η όδο του Γιώργου.
Good. But why η οδό? If you were deciding it's acting like her, then at least you should be coherent, no? And put την οδό. But it's not. Here it's behaving like she. This is she rather than this is her. Although that can be difficult to decide, no? So with the verb for to be, we don't have nouns acting like her or him, no? It's always in the standard form. So again, this one, and I like that you use the feminine, αυτή, no? This is Yorgos' street.
Αυτή είναι η όδος του Γιώργου.
Good. Αυτή είναι η οδός του Γιώργου, no? So with os nouns, no, we have the matching tu and tus. Actually, we saw, for example, ekinos tous neus dromos, and then tu Γιώργου. So with os nouns, no, when they go with tu and tus, they match that tu or tus. This is my friend's street. This is the street of my friend.
Αυτή είναι η όδος του φίλου μου.
Very good. Αυτή είναι η οδός του φίλου μου. This is the street of my friend. This is the street of that man we saw in the center. This is the street of that man we saw in the center. So, this is the street.
Αυτή είναι η όδος.
Αυτή είναι η οδός of that man. So, of that man, of, the meaning of, we're including in that man.
Του άντρα.
Good, but we want that man.
Του εκείνου άντρα.
Good, but what order does that always go in? So to solve your own doubt, you go back to the most basic place. So how do you say this man or that man?
Αυτός ο άντρας.
Αυτός ο άντρας, εκείνος ο άντρας. And that gives you the order, no? That the man.
Okay, so εκείνου του άντρα.
Very good. Εκείνου του άντρα. So άντρα, because I said os nouns will change to match that u, otherwise they just lose the s. So αυτή είναι η οδός. This is the street. Εκείνου του άντρα. Of that man. No? So we could have two for his street. Η οδός του. No? The street to him. Or εκείνου του άντρα, to say, you know, of that man, the street to that man. Αυτή είναι η οδός εκείνου του άντρα. That we saw in the center. That which we saw in the center.
Πού είδαμε στο κέντρο.
Good. Αυτή είναι η οδός εκείνου του άντρα που είδαμε στο κέντρο. To fix or to put something together, like to fix something to eat or to fix a drink, is φτιάχνω. Φτιάχνω.
Φτιάχνω.
So this is FT, which is a combination we don't have in English when you start a word. No, we have it in the middle, like often, but to start a word, you wouldn't find this in English. So this is an interesting sound to make in Greek, like φτάνω, I arrive, φτιάχνω. And then we have the h also, but at the end of the syllable, φτιάχνω, I fix, φτιάχνω.
Φτιάχνω.
And the closed version is φτιάξω, φτιάξω.
Φτιάξω.
How was a coffee?
Ένας καφές.
Ένας καφές. So enas doesn't change like any old adjective or noun, dropping the s when it's like him rather than he. It behaves like the word for the. It becomes enan when it's like him. So if you were to say, can you fix me a coffee? How would that be? So for fix, in this sense, we have φτιάχνω and the closed version φτιάξω. So, can you fix me a coffee?
Μπορείς να μου φτιάξεις έναν καφέ.
Very good. Μπορείς να μου, because it's for me, to me, no, rather than fixing me directly. Μπορείς να μου φτιάξεις έναν καφέ. Very good. Can you make a coffee for my friend? A male friend. Can you make a coffee for my friend?
Μπορείς να φτιάξεις έναν καφέ για τον φίλο μου.
Very good. Μπορείς να φτιάξεις έναν καφέ για τον φίλο μου. Very good. So we've seen how to me, μου, to you, σου, to him, to her, this can be used for possession, no? Like when we say το σπίτι μου, το σπίτι της. And we've expanded that concept a little, like with το σπίτι του Γιώργου, the house of Yorgos. Το σπίτι του φίλου μου, the house of my friend's house. And you will also notice this u with some surnames in Greek, especially in Cyprus. This is because when traditionally people chose a surname, they would be of their father, son of or daughter of whoever. And you can even find people that have the same name twice, no, but like different versions of it. So, for example, you could have Chrysostomos, Chrysostomou. No, this would be Chrysostomos of Chrysostomos. No, and in the second one, you see Chrysostomou ending u for the surname, meaning of. So you will find a lot of surnames ending u, and this can remind you of its function as of something or someone. What was the word for more?
Ποιο?
Pure. And which or who?
Also ποιο.
Pure, pios, pia, no? Or in the plural, p for the masculine plural, pies for the feminine plural, pia for the neuter. So pure is who or which. And if you think about it, who just means which. It just means which person, no? So we use pure, pia, pios for both of these meanings in Greek. How would you say, who is this coffee for? For who is this coffee? But there are only females present. So we will say, for which, for who, in the feminine. For who is this coffee?
Για ποια είναι αυτός ο καφές.
Good. Για ποια είναι αυτός ο καφές? Now also αυτός ο καφές in the he form, he is for. But like I mentioned, with to be, είναι, είμαι, είσαι, etc., we will always just have our standard forms of nouns. How would you say, for who are these coffees? And we are still just with women. For who are these coffees?
Για ποια είναι αυτοί οι καφέδες?
This is possible, but it would only mean if all of the coffees were just for one person. In Greek, as we have the option to put who in the plural, we will when it makes sense. So if all of these coffees aren't just for one of these ladies, no, we will say for who in the plural. So let's do that again. Who are these coffees for? For who are these coffees? And we mean females.
Για ποιες είναι αυτοί οι καφέδες?
Very good. Για ποιες είναι αυτοί οι καφέδες? And if we asked for who is it, and we mean a man, or also if we are not aware of the gender, now for who we can just use the masculine, like a neuter. So for who is it, and we mean a man, or not specifying the gender.
Για ποιον είναι?
Για ποιον είναι? You decided that pios acts like ton rather than any other adjective or noun, and you were correct. Of course, pios, who, is much closer to ton, the word for the or him, than any old adjective or noun. So rather than just losing the S, we get an N. Για ποιον είναι? And for who is it in the plural, for masculine or mixed? For who is it?
Για ποιους είναι?
Για ποιους είναι? Very good. If you want to say whose is it, like who does it belong to, you can say ποιανού, ποιανού.
Ποιανού?
So whose is it?
Ποιανού είναι?
Ποιανού είναι? This meaning something like of who is it? No, we can see the u there, but we also have like an n popping up. You can also say ποιου είναι. That would also make sense as of who is it as well, but ποιανού is much more common. And this idea of possession that we're seeing is not necessarily about owning things. It's more broadly to do with the meaning of. So, you know, when we say my friend's house, we are saying the house of my friend, and there we mean somebody owns something. But in the same way, we can also say the problems of the world. No? So this kind of possessive structure that we are learning is not just about literal possession. We can use it much more broadly. So what was the problem? The problem?
Το πρόβλημα.
Το πρόβλημα. And the problems?
Τα προβλήματα.
Τα προβλήματα. So with those neuter words ending A, we can't make them plural with A, so we add ta on the end, just like the word for the, ta προβλήματα. The word for world, like in cosmopolitan, is cosmos. This is spelled with an S in Greek, but we hear a Z before that M. Cosmos, the world, or cosmos. So how would you say the problems of the world?
Τα προβλήματα του κόσμου.
Very good. Τα προβλήματα του κόσμου. So you can really use the structure a lot in Greek, and also you need to be aware of that it's going in a different order to how you think about it in English. So to really access this structure, you will need to have this awareness of the fact that you will think of it in a different way. You will say maybe the world's problems, no? And be thinking, how I can't say that. How can I say that in Greek? Until you realize, oh, okay, it's just the problems of the world. Τα προβλήματα του κόσμου. Very good.